Guys, Delu Laguna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Now, I've seen us linked with Meyer, the boy of Schalke, centre midfielder, defensive midfielder, deep line playmaker. We can play all of them roles. They're all essentially the same thing. But for those of you who like to be technical about football, there you have it. In fact, I believe even at the point he was used on the flanks, or has played a couple game on a handful of games on the flanks, or been forced out there in the game. But he is mainly a central midfield player, deep line playmaker, whatever. He's nothing like Santi Cazorla, but bringing him in here, he would bring a lot of them qualities that we miss Santi for to the club. The one, before I get on to and praise him, the one thing that sticks out about him for all his ability, just to make a point, I always say midfielders need to score more goals. I believe our midfield, especially one that's Arsenal, that love to go forward and all of these things, should be scoring goals. Any midfielder really should be bringing in 10 goals minimum. That's worth their weight in gold. As a central midfielder, I think he's got one goal, hasn't scored this year. His goal scoring isn't really there. He's made 145 appearances in Bundesliga, and he's made 191 for Schalke, scoring 22 goals. I believe he's only scored 17 in total in the league, so it's not bad, but yeah, you should be returning more than that. And while I'm on the topic of his appearances, despite being 22 years of age, if you've made 145 Bundesliga appearances and 191 for your club, you're vastly experienced. And let's compare him to the English 22-year-olds or players that are 22 or around that age. They probably won't say the same. He's in my head for some reason. Harry Winks. I guarantee Harry Winks ain't got that level of experience that he has playing for Spurs. He don't. So you get it. So age isn't a factor. He's got the consistency and all of them things. On to things that he is good at. His awareness is good in central midfield. He from time to time, I wouldn't say dribble, but he likes to hold on to the ball and maybe bust a little nutmeg or something. I've seen that a couple of times from him. But mainly, he likes to dictate the tempo. He likes to try them hard passes. He's technically superb. He's got all the qualities we want. And if he does arrive for free, like Kohler did from the club he plays for Schalke, like Bayern Munich are going to see with Goretzka, while it's as an Arsenal fan, I feel Schalke's pain because you could have got a nice little transfer kit with these three players. I'm laughing. If it's true and Jack Wilshere ain't going to sign a new deal, and with Ramsey we don't know if he's staying or going, let's just be pessimistic and assume he's gone. Two of them players going. Is Meyer probably at this moment in time going to score more goals than Aaron Ramsey? No. Are we going to turn up our nose at him to a degree if it means Jack Wilshere going? Some will. But if we've only got a budget of 72 million, Ramsey is sold for profit, Wilshere leaves, both freeing up wages. To sign him, he was 22 years of age, for free. For me, 5-year deal, commit him for his best years. So you're going to have to give him a good contract in terms of wages. So that will eat into the transfer kitty a tiny bit. Then that's job well done. You bring him in. Granted, the only problem I have is not even with Meyer. It's the fact that, again, like when we signed Xhaka, he's signing the wrong sort of player in the midfield. Yeah, we need someone that can do Santi's qualities, but you also need someone that can win a ball back. We haven't got that in our side. The closer we have to that is El Nene, and he's realistically never going to be a main fixture into the side. As much as I like him, some people think I hate the guy. But yeah, if it means getting him in for free, Ramsey has to have left then, and with the transfer kitty could then be used in elsewhere. We could still go kind of heavy for a centre half. We could still try and get, it wouldn't, two midfielders is wishful thinking, but a defensive midfielder, the big one, a goalie. Now there's other options. If it's up to me, on top of fixing up the spine, you go for a winger. But hey, so that's what he'd have, man. He's someone that's disciplined. Now, he's made the 30... I believe last World Cup, I don't think he'll go to this one, but last World Cup, he made the 30-man list for Germany. So that shows you the national team boss, Jurgen Low rates him. That shows you he's very much on the cusp of things. And if there weren't supremely good technicians in the German side, he'd be there. I mean, yeah, he would be there. So, yeah, man. There's not much more to be said on that front. I would take him. Of course I'd take him. He's 22 years of age. He's been watched by everyone. Similar to a lot of players. When you're going out of contract and you're young, you become an attractive proposition. Liverpool are after him. And with Jurgen Klopp and a couple German players that have been bought from Germany and stuff, they've got a great chance. Atletico have asked for him. That would be a lovely club to go and sign for. City... Do I need to even list reasons to why to join City? Spurs have been linked with him. The Spurs were probably the most heaviest link. They've been linked from him from like 2 summers ago when he was playing at the Olympic Games. He was actually decent at that games as well. Gnabry went there as well, and you know what happened the other summers, the summers that followed that. Barcelona are onto him. I don't think Barcelona are really interested in him per se like that, because they're getting an offer in that. But for free, who is going to turn him down, to be honest with you? So yeah, man. It'd be a good signing. I ain't gonna sit here and say I watch man religiously, which I don't, but I know who the player is and I know how he likes to play. I watch Schalke from time to time to see my guy, I mean Harry, but the 4-4 against Dortmund, the game against Augsburg, the game against Gladbach, there's a couple games where he's shown his quality, and I won't say he necessarily will draw any headlines or things like that, but what he does have is the technical qualities that any Arsenal fan, or if you're Arsenal coach and stuff, will fall in love with in regards to the middle of the park, because I know it don't hold weight, but numerous times, if you could do anything at Arsenal, as long as you could pass the ball forward, you'd keep your place in the side. You didn't have to defend, you didn't have to do anything. So yeah, man, he's got age on his side. He's a German international. He's represented them at the Olympics. He's been on the cusp of a World Cup squad. So it's a no-brainer for free, to be honest with you. I don't want to say improve our midfield, but he will improve our midfield. I don't want to say improve our midfield because it's nothing to do with his quality abilities. For me, improving would be adding what we don't have, and that's that creative presence. But whether it's the creative presence, whether it's the centre half, whether it's the goalie, whether it's we need wide men, there's many things we need. And if we're honest, we're only going to get 1, 2, at a push, 3 signings this summer. Hopefully it's the spine. But yeah, man, there's not much more to be said on that, man, to be honest. If I was him, we have a good chance of signing him. I mean, his boys here in Kola, he's got a lot of German-based or German-speaking players here. Liverpool for the same reasons. Spurs, he's arguably the clearest pathway there in terms of playing football. Um, um, Barcelona would be tough, but it's Barcelona. City the same, but it's Manchester City with Pep. Atletico, excellent choice, and there's probably a bunch of other clubs that would be interested in him. What gives every one of these clubs strengths as well is that his president has basically said that we just have to accept he's leaving, or at this current moment he's off. So yeah, him and Goretzka will leave. Kohler left the year before. I don't know any other contracts that follow, but it must be a kick in the teeth. But Schalke produce some lovely young players, and they'll no doubt be again rise again, and there'll be another youth player at Schalke in his place. Guys, deluded. I'm out. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Thank you for watching.